As we are all aware, and there's no doubt left in the fact that the international political, strategic and economic environment is in a state of flux. Old alliances are breaking down, new alliances are coming up. The political and economic center of the world, as we had heard for decades, has now finally shifted from the Atlantic to the Pacific. And with that, we see new political and strategic conflicts arising, new economic issues arising. If you look at the world today, you see the confrontation or the competition that is going on between a rising power and the only superpower that still exists in the world, which is U.S. And of course the rising power, China. The region in which Pakistan is located has once again become a focus of extreme attention right from the beginning. When Pakistan was established in 1947, we found ourselves in a neighborhood which was strategically extremely important. From a historical perspective also, this region has been both a place of admiration but also a place of conflict for the great powers of the world. We saw what happened in the region because of the Afghanistan issue, and that issue continues to plague us. Similarly, our relationships with India has been up and down, and now with the increasing U.S. China competition, there is a fear that in case of confrontation, the Indian Ocean might become the next hotspot in the world, and that would directly impact Pakistan. We are at crossroads of history where we need to make very sensible choices. We have had a very good relationship with the West. At one time we were very firmly in the Western camp, but at the same time we cannot forget that despite our Western orientation, we had a very good, very stable and a strategic relationship with our northern neighbor, the People's Republic of China. And we see that this is a relationship that has always maintained an upward trajectory, despite the pressure from the West at various times. We've never compromised on our relationship with China. This is the only relationship that has been firmly maintaining an upward trajectory. But now we are going through a very critical phase in the history of the world, where we are seeing the only great power in the world, USA, reaching its zenith, and maybe in the cyclical development of empires and nations now reached its peak, and maybe making its downward journey eventually. Now at this time there is a lot of debate on what the foreign policy choices of Pakistan should be. First and foremost, we need to ensure, as the Qaid had said, that we have good relationships with our neighborhood. It's time, I think, that we need to contemplate, and we need to very seriously think that if push comes to shove, and if at any stage we need to decide where our strategic orientation has to be, then we have to ask ourselves a question. We need to be very clear in our minds where we want to see ourselves vis-a-vis this rising power. Do we want to be on the wrong side of history and on the left of China, or do we want to be on the right side of history and be on the right side of China And after having invested 74 years in this relationship, we stand firmly as the all-weather strategic cooperative partnership with the most important politically, strategically, and economically power of the world, which would undoubtedly be the People's Republic of China by the middle of this century.